Hello dear aspirants, welcome back to JDC Class English. In this video, I am going to discuss again about the previous year questions but from the different topic, especially that is from alkaloids, right? In the last video, previous year analysis of the cognosy questions from 1988 to 2025, okay? So from the introduction, we have completed all the questions from the previous year papers, and now in this session, I am going to explain and we are going to solve what are the questions are given from the alkaloids topic, especially from the pharmacognosy from 1988 to 2025. That much the GDC is dedicated to your education and your preparation. Okay, yes, without delay, let's start the session. But what you need to do is that please do share this video with your friend who is preparing for GPAT, NIPER and whatever the pharma exam. This will definitely help. Yeah. Yes, so we know that alkaloids are the important secondary metabolites, right? And yes, so in the alkaloids, most of the secondary metabolites, when you see the syllabus, okay, number of secondary metabolites are more, okay, from the alkaloids itself, which means more number of drugs are coming from the alkaloids. Okay, yes, from alkaloids we can expect more number of questions, so that's why you should be listen very carefully. First question from the from the alkaloids topic, especially from the GPAT 2025 last year question. Okay, come on, which of the following alkaloids are found as salts of meconic acid? Okay, yes, ergot alkaloids, Rauwolfia alkaloids, opium alkaloids and tropane alkaloids. Yes, we know alkaloids are available as a free salts of organic acid, right? Okay, alkaloids are available as a free salts of organic acid, which means in their composition, okay, in their composition, the alkaloids will be available in the two forms. One is free salts and the one is free bases. Clear? Free salts are soluble in water. Yes, salt is soluble in water, but whereas free bases are soluble in the organic solvents, right? Here, now considering that statement, so we are here, okay, which of the following alkaloid contains a meconic acid as their salt of meconic acid? Clear? Yes. Which alkaloid? Undoubtedly, yes, the option, okay, opium is right? Opium alkaloids. Why? Because see, I gave you a hint, okay, from opium we are going to get the morphine, right? And from that morphine contains, okay, salts of meconic acid, and yes, this meconic acid can be confirmed, or this morphine is confirmed by another M called Marcus test. See, M for Marcus test, M for meconic acid, M for morphine, and yes, it is from the opium. Clear? Yes, so that's how we need to remember. So this is a question from the last year. So the question may repeat, so kindly listen these questions and kindly listen to the explanation. Okay, yes. Next question, second question, which of the following drug is skeletal muscle relaxant? GPAT 2023 question. Okay, yes. So they will ask about the based on the pharmacological action also they'll ask. So Datura ammonium, Atropa belladonna, 𝙂𝙂𝙎 niger and Chondrodendron tomentosum. So see, you know that chemotaxonal classification. Chemotaxonomy means in some specific plants, okay, there are a fixed set of chemical constants are there. Okay, there are fixed type of chemical constants are there. These fixed type of chemical constants also have the fixed type of pharmacological action. Let me tell you, if you consider the plants Solanaceae, they contain active metabolites called tropanes, and these tropanes, almost all tropane alkaloids have the same action, that is anti-muscarinic property. Clear? Okay, so plants do contain the chemicals, okay, chemical constants, and that chemical constants, plants have the set of, okay, fixed set of chemical constants, and these fixed set of chemical constants have the fixed pharmacological action, okay, fixed chemical constants, which means in all Solanaceae plants we do have the tropane alkaloids, right? In all these tropane alkaloids have the anti-muscarinic property. Like how from this question you should eliminate direct three options. What are the direct three options here? Okay, what are the direct three options here? Okay, the Datura ammonium, Atropa belladonna and 𝙂𝙎𝙎 niger. Okay, 𝙂�プ𝙎𝑖𝑚𝑢s niger, and Chondrodendron tomentosum. As I said that these three are, okay, these three are belong to, these three are Solanaceae family, and these three are tropane alkaloids. Yes, these three are having the same property, that is anti-muscarinic or anticholinergic. Remaining one, that is Chondrodendron tomentosum, that is a curare plant. So this is a plant, okay, this is a chemical this is a, okay, this Chondrodendron tomentosum is obtained from the curare plant, okay, tuberculorin, clear? Tuberculorin. So tuberculorin is a skeletal muscle relaxant. Yes. So that's how we need to read the questions. Now, the ring structure present in strychnine alkaloid is GPAT 2023 question here. Okay. So yes, why GDC students, or why our GDC students are securing good ranks? Why? Because see, I'll tell you an example now itself, how to remember the classification with the short tricks and mnemonics. GDC is good in the creating mnemonics, and yes, making your preparation very easy by creating mnemonics. Let me tell you, okay, strychnine is belong to the, strychnine is obtained from the Strychnus naxomica, right? Strychnus naxomica, clear? Yes, strychnine, okay, do you remember Niper? A shortcut we have discussed in almost all videos, right? Niper is present in the, okay, Niper instances are present in which country? India, right? India. Indole alkaloids, clear? So indole alkaloids, okay, India, in India, Niper instances are the top instances. So India Niper is there in India, clear? Okay, so indole alkaloids, and for naxomica, I for vinca, okay, in the I we have taken from vinca, phytosigma, ergot, and Rauwolfia. So now tell me which structure is present in it. Okay, undoubtedly it is belong to the, okay, indole alkaloid. Okay, indole alkaloid. Sniper is a short trick. Okay, yes. So strychnine, it is obtained from the Strychnus naxomica. Clear? Locanaceae family. Next, quinine and quinidine differs in, yes, quinine and quinidine both are obtained from, right? This is a 2023 question. Quinine and quinidine, they are both are obtained from where? So they are obtained from the cinchona. They are obtained from the cinchona. Okay, cinchona, fish knowledge, cinchona ledgerana, cinchona succinubra. Okay, clear? Cinchona calicia, 4 sources. Okay, but cinchona contain quinole nucleus. Clear? So now tell me, both these two are, quinine and quinidine, both are belongs to cinchona chemical organism. But what makes a difference? Okay, yes, they are when they are subjected to the plane polarized light. Okay, the rotating pattern. Okay, one is will be in a cis pattern, one is, okay, one is a levo rotatory and one is dex rotatory. Yeah, yes. Now fifth question. Which of the following materials are specified as a suitable diluent for the powder opium? Yes, in order to dilute the opium, what are the suitable materials in the following options? Powder grass, powdered coca husk, and yes, lactose colored with burnt sugar and powdered distillate. Yes, what are the two options? Yes, this question is from 2022 GPAT. Okay, yes, 2022 GPAT. Yeah, what are the diluents in order to dilute? Okay, undoubtedly option B and C are right. Yes, exactly. Why? Because, okay, powdered grass and distillates, when they are, okay, they are not meant for the dilution of opium. Yeah, yes, because they are rich in chlorophyll. Yes, they are leaves. Okay, and also they are not meant for the dilution of opium. Okay, yes, next. Okay, tropane nucleus is a combination of GPAT 2022 question, pyrrolidine and piperidine, pyrrolidine and pyridine, pyridine and oxacin, piperidine and oxacin. Okay, oxacin. What is the right answer? Please do comment. Yes, so the right answer is undoubtedly pyrrolidine and piperidine. Pyrrolidine and piperidine. Clear? Yes. So they fuse together to form the tropane nucleus. This question is from the 2022. Okay. Pyrrolidine and piperidine. Try to remember these are not two options. Okay. Pyrrolidine, pi. Okay. Clear? So tropane are, okay, they are piper. Okay. Pi. Clear? Pyrrolidine and piperidine. That's the right answer. Next question. Type of alkaloids are present in colchicum. Okay, colchicum belongs to which type of alkaloid? Okay, question from 2022. Tropane alkaloids, steroidal glycoalkaloids, amine alkaloids, and quinone alkaloid. Okay, so that's why you need to remember set of examples from the alkaloids classification. Okay, yes, what is that? Undoubtedly, it is belongs to amine alkaloids. Amino alkaloids, clear? Steroidal glycoalkaloids, we have a solanum, right? Solanum. Okay, and yes, whereas diascoria is also belongs to solanum. Sorry, steroidal glycoalkaloids. Tropane are like okay, tropane alkaloids, like all these are Solanaceae family plants like belladonna. Okay, quinone are like, okay, cinchona. Clear? So that amino alkaloid. Colchicum is an amino alkaloid. Next question. The ring structure present in strychnine is, again the question is repeated. Clear? So the indirect form they'll ask you. Okay, and indirectly again the 2021 also they give the same question. Okay, so that's why you need to rely on the previous year question papers, so thereby you'll understand, okay, what weightage for what topic, for what weightage for what topic. Okay, yes. Now option A indole, option B purine and imidazole and phenanthrene. See, options have changed here. In the previous question there are different options, here in the different options, so that undoubtedly it is an indole alkaloid without any doubt. It is an indole alkaloid. Yes. Next question. Next, ninth question. Which of the following alkaloids contain isoquinoline nucleus? Okay, isoquinoline. Wasac is the example. Wasaca. Okay, quinine, hyoscyamin, piperine, and papaverine. Okay, yes. What is the example for this one? Undoubtedly here. Yes, opium. Opium is the best example for isoquinoline alkaloids. Yes, clear. In that opium, which of the following is a opium? Opium secondary metabolite. This one. Okay, piperine is from the pepper. Hyoscyamin is from the Hyoscyamus niger, quinine is from the cinchona. So that, okay, isoquinoline nucleus containing one is papaverine. Clear? Yes. Next. So in color test for alkaloids, colchicine with mineral acid gave GPAT 2020 question. Yes, this question has repeated, I think 2 times it is repeated. Okay, so yes, colchicine gives which color with mineral acids? Blue color, red color, yellow color, and violet color. Okay, yes, it gives yellow color with mineral acids. With mineral acids, this one. Okay, colchicine gives a yellow color with the mineral acids. Okay, and yes, next. Drag and drop reagent is chemically the drag and drop reagent is, which of the following are the ingredients or the reagents of the drag and drop reagent? Okay, 2020 question. And yes, potassium iodate, potassium bismuth iodate, potassium mercuric iodate, and potassium picrate. Clear? Picrate is for the Hager solution. Okay, mercuric is mercury M for Mayers. And now tell me from these two options, undoubtedly the option B is right, potassium bismuth iodate. Clear? Dragon means, and also I'll tell you the inference. Okay, so dragon means indication danger. Danger is, okay, represented in red color. So reddish brown color is going to be obtained finally. Okay, reddish brown color is going to be obtained. Okay, yes. Next, in the process of extraction, ethanol is used as a solvent for which of the following? Yes, for these option. Okay, in these option, one secondary metabolite, okay, has a good solubility for ethanol. Which was that? Undoubtedly that is okay, ethanol is a friendly solvent. It is a, okay, good solvent to extract alkaloids. Okay, it is for the alkaloids. For to extract the alkaloids, the first solution is alkaloids, sorry, ethanol. Okay, yes. Next one. Nicotine from tobacco is an alkaloid. Which is nicotine from the, okay, nicotine from the tobacco is an alkaloid which is oxygen free liquid, semi solid, crystalline, and okay, oxygen free solid. Clear? Yes, undoubtedly nicotine. Okay, nicotine is a one of the oxygen free liquid, volatile liquid. It is a volatile liquid, so that it is a oxygen free liquid. Nicotine is a oxygen free liquid. Yes, 90%, 99% of the alkaloids are colorless crystalline compounds, except few like nicotine, they are oxygen free liquids. Okay, that's why it is a volatile. Okay. Yes. Regular lines AF have been isolated from which of the following? Veratrum, areca, iconite, and kuchi bark. Okay, clear? Which one? Veratrum, areca, iconite, and kuchi bark. Okay, yes. So you know that this is obtained from the Hollerina antidysenterica. That is nothing but kuchi bark, right? Kuchi bark contains, okay, Hollerina antidysenterica, kuchicine, and regular lines AF. Okay, so that's a specific chemical constants. Yes, this kuchi bark is used in the, okay, amoebic dysentery. Okay, diarrhea conditions. That's what known as Hollerina antidysenterica. Next, tropane alkaloids are biosynthesized from which of the following amino acids? Which are the following amino acids? Okay, we gave, I think in the previous Mahamarathon sessions we have discussed this question. In that I gave a hint. Okay, what is that? Okay, GPAT 2018 question. Phenylalanine, tyrosine, ornithine, and leucine. Undoubtedly it is ornithine. Okay, tropane. Okay, tropane alkaloids have the O. Okay, try to remember like that. Okay, ornithine. Okay, Yes. Which of the following alkaloids has hypotensive activity? Which of the following drugs has a hypotensive activity? Yes, you should remember the chemical constants and the drugs, their pharmacological action as well. Clear? Okay. Yes. Emetin, quinine, and papaverine. And yes, which is having the anti-hypotensive activity? Okay. Undoubtedly, antihypertensive drug is Rauwolfia, that is reserpine. Okay, it is known as a Serpaganda, Rauwolfia serpentina, Apocynaceae family, reserpine, serpentine. Okay, serpentinine. Okay, yes. So that's the right answer. Next, which of the following alkaloid form is used to treat migraine? Okay, migraine. No, very easy here, very easy, because see, already we have discussed. Try to eliminate. Whenever I display the option, you should think about the pharmacological action. Zinc as an anti-cancer, coca is a CNS stimulant. It is a pure alkaloid. Belladonna is anti-muscarinic agent, and remaining one, that is ergot, is okay. In ergot, okay, we have a water soluble and water insoluble. Yeah, in that ergometrin, ergometrin, ergometrin. Okay, ergometrin has a, okay, it is used in the lab contractions. It is used in the lab contractions. Clear? Clear? And yes, whereas ergotamine, ergotamine, migraine. So ergotamine is used to treat the migraine. So that ergot alkaloid, that is ergotamine, it is used to treat the migraine. Okay, ergotamine. Clear? Ergometrin is for the lab contractions. Yeah? Yes, the right answer will be ergot. Okay, next. Which of the following genera is not the source of tropane alkaloids? Which of the following is not at all belong to the tropane alkaloids? Okay, so tell me what is the right answer. We already discussed tropane alkaloids are mostly they are belong to the family. Which family? They belong to family Solanaceae. Which of the drug is not belong to the family of tropane alkaloids? Yes. Okay. Nicotiana, tobacco or nicotine is not belongs to the Solanaceae family, or it is not contain tropane alkaloids. Yes. Yes. Now. Next, which of the following is opium? Which of the following is the source of opium? 2016 question. Okay, the dried latex and extract of unripened incised capsules, the dried aqueous extract of unripened capsules, the dried alcoholic extract of the unripened capsules, a concentrated alcoholic extract of the poppy straw. No poppy straw, only it is from the, okay, capsules. Okay, what is the right answer? Yes, it is from the, it is a dry latex. Okay, from that you should remember, okay, as it is a latex, it is comes under the unorganized drug. It comes under the unorganized drug. Okay, it comes under the unorganized drug. Is this clear? Okay, so as, and also it is obtained from the opium poppy capsules. Opium poppy capsules. Okay, by the incision of the opium poppy capsules. Okay, unripened incised capsules. Okay, and yes, it comes under the isoquinone alkaloid. It is isoquinone alkaloids contain, okay, it contains several chemical constants like codeine, thebine, noscapine, morphine, okay, papaverine. These are all the opium alkaloids. Okay, yes. Next question. Dragon of reagent does not give a positive test which of the following? GPAT 2016 question. Okay, first one, emitin, morphine, caffeine, and codeine. Caffeine and codeine. So what is the right answer here? Undoubtedly, the right answer we have already discussed. Okay, in this, okay, see, all are alkaloids, but okay, even though the dragon drop is a common test, okay, it's a basic test for the confirmation of alkaloid presence, but one compound does not respond. One chemical constant is never responds to this test. That is undoubtedly caffeine. Why? Because caffeine has an identification test called Murexide. Okay, Murexide test. Okay, in the Murexide test, when we confirm the, when we add the Murexide, when we perform the Murexide test to the caffeine, okay, Murexide test, okay, yes, M for Murexide, M for milk, okay, in that milk what we are adding? Caffeine, right? And yes, from that milk we are going to get the cream, right? From the milk only we are going to get the cream, right? So creamy precipitate we are going to get. Creamy precipitate we are going to get. Yes, to remember Murexide test, okay, M for milk, okay, in milk we are adding caffeine to prepare coffee or maybe a tea, okay, yes, so that from that milk only we are going to get the cream, so that final end product is, final inference is creamy precipitate. Try to remember, okay, but this will never respond to drag and drop test. Next question. Okay, indole type of alkaloid are derived by which precursor? Indole type of alkaloid. Now, indole, tropane means ornithine. Now, indole. Try to remember, these questions may repeat in your exam. Okay, okay, ornithine, tyrosine, tryptophan, and lysine. Okay, what is the right answer? Yes, undoubtedly the right answer will be tryptophan. Tryptophan. Okay, indole alkaloids can be derived by tryptophan. Okay, tropane from the ornithine. These are from the tryptophan. Yes. Next. Okay, bromohexane HCl is chemically synthetic derivative of vaccine, synthetic derivative of ephedrine, synthetic derivative of punarnava, and denatural wasaka. So it is chemically from, it is 2016 question. Okay, bromohexane HCl is a synthetic derivative of vaccine. Okay, vaccine. It is obtained from the leaf called wasaka. Okay, Adathoda wasaka. It is an, used in the preparation of, it is mostly used in the cough preparation. Clear? Yes. So it is a synthetic derivative of vaccine from the wasaka leaf. Okay. Yes. Next, in which drug alkaloids are present as an alkaloid N oxide form? In which drug alkaloids are present as an alkaloid N oxide form? That is 2016 question. A for ephedra, B for belladonna, C for colchicine, and D for nux vomica. What is the right answer? Okay. Yes. If you know the right answer, please to comment without any delay. Okay. Yes. So the right answer will be belladonna, alkaloidal N oxide form. Alkaloidal N oxide form. Okay. Yes. So belladonna. Next question. Belladonna alkaloids contains what type of belladonna alkaloids contains what type of microscopy here in this following options: endocytic stomata, non-granite trichomes, and the crystals, calcium crystals, multi-layered palisade cells, and yes, what's the right option here? So yes, for that you should remember the microscopy. Option B, anisocytic stomata and glandular trichomes. Glandular trichomes. Try to remember this difference. Glandular trichomes and single layered palisade cells are there. Same stomata, but glandular trichomes and single layer cells are there. Clear? Yes. That's the right answer. GPAT 2015 question now. Sanguinarine belongs to the group of morphinans, benzyl isoquinolines, phthalate isoquinolines, and benzophenanthrines. What is the right answer? Sanguinarine. Sanguinarine belongs to which of the subgroup? Yes, obviously it is belong to the benzophenanthrine. Benzophenanthrine. Clear? Yes. So that is from the, these are from the opium. Clear? So benzophenanthrine derivatives. Clear? Yes, sanguinarine. Sanguinarine is a thing. And yes, sanguinarine is also one of the important alkaloid, but it is a colored alkaloid. It is, sanguinarine is present in the orange color. Yes, most of the alkaloids are colorless crystals, but except few are. Yes. Dover's powder uses a diaphoretic contains. There is a Dover's powder. And yes, it is used as a diaphoretic contains which of the following combination? GPAT 2014 question. Ipecac, opium, Ipecac, and Cinchona, Ipecac, opium and Cinchona, and all of this. What is the right answer here? Yes. So undoubtedly it contains two only, opium and Ipecac. Opium and Ipecac. These two are the formulation or the things present in the Dover's powder which can create the diaphoretic action. Yes. Next question. Quinine present in highest amount of which of the following species of Cinchona? 2014 question. Cinchona calisaea, Cinchona officinalis, Cinchona ledgeriana, Cinchona saxirubra. I'll give you a hint that we can easily remember. L for larger, large amounts are large amounts. Large amount of quinine is present in Cinchona ledgeriana. L for large. Clear? Clear? Yes, that's it. The right answer is ledgeriana. Next question. What is the composition of Ford's reagent? What is the composition of Ford's reagent? Clear? Yes. So, constant H2SO4 plus sodium molybdate, FeCl3 solution. Potassium chloride solution plus sodium ammonia, glacial acetic acid plus ammonia solution. What is the right answer? Yes, it contains sodium molybdate. Try to remember, sodium molybdate is a chemical reagent present in the Ford's reagent. Clear? Yes. Next, which of the following is an example? And also do mention, do comment what is a Ford test is confirms for which alkaloid. Ford test is to confirm the presence of which alkaloid. Come on, next question. Which of the following is an example of peptide alkaloid? Peptide alkaloid. Reserpine, lysergic acid, vincristine and scopolamine. GPAT 2014 question. Yes. Now tell me. So, which of the following is an example for the peptide alkaloid? Yes. So the peptide alkaloid is lysergic acid. Okay, lysergic acid. Clear? It is obtained from the lysergic acid is obtained from the ergot. Okay, ergot life cycle. The ergot is alkaloid. Okay, ergotamine. So now next question. Quinine differs from cinchonidine structurally by having one hydroxyl group, one methoxy group, one methyl group, and epoxy group. Okay, so try to apply the elimination method whenever you're solving the questions. Okay, there is a completely one or two odd options will be there. Okay, yes, so 2014 question. So one methoxy group, try to remember, one methoxy group is differs cinchonidine, okay, from quinine. Okay, quinine from the cinchonidine. Next question. Atropines. See, most of alkaloids, 90, they mostly exhibit the, okay, exhibit the optical rotation, except two, those are nothing but, okay, papaverine, and atropine, papaverine and atropine, these two exhibit the, okay, this does not respond to the optical rotation, which means they're optically inactive. Okay, atropine and papaverine, these two are optically inactive. 2013. Okay, next. Which of the following ergot alkaloids is water soluble and show blue fluorescence? Sorry, we have a water soluble and water insoluble alkaloids in the ergot, but in that, which one is water soluble and produce a blue color? Okay, see, in which of these to contain, okay, water, okay, TR, water tramine, okay, ergotamine, okay, ergometrin, okay, TR, okay, water, TR, okay, ergometrin, okay, ergometrin is a thing which is water soluble and produce a blue fluorescence. Ergometrin, okay, water, okay, TR, try to remember like that, okay, TR, okay, yes, water, TR, try to remember like that, yes, the right answer will be ergometrin. Yes, it is used in the lab contractions, okay, yes. Yes, it produces a blue fluorescence. Next, thalloquine test is for which of the following alkaloids? Barbaloin, allopurinol, cinchona, and theobromine. See, eliminate these two. Here, barbaloin, it is from aloe. Aloe is not at all a alkaloid, so you can eliminate that one. Theobromine, it is from the purine and xanthan derivative. Okay, for confirming the theobromine, we have the Microscopy test. But from these two, you should tell me what's the right answer. Thalloquine test is mainly for the cinchona, right? Cinchona. Why? Because quinine is present in the cinchona. Okay. Yes. Next, the monohydric alcohol present in ashwagandha. Okay, ashwagandha, it is obtained from the Withania somnifera. It is obtained from the Withania somnifera. Okay, belong to the family. Okay, Gingiveraceae. Yeah. Yes. So Withania somnifera. Now, okay, which is present the monohydric alcohol present in it. Okay, monohydric alcohol, sorry, umbelliferae. Monohydric alcohol present in it. See, all. They're asking that alcohol means they are ends with all. Okay, yes, it is also, but sorbitol is not at all belonging to the ashwagandha. Okay, somnifera, somnitol. Somni means it is a genus species name, and all means alcohol. That's why the chemical constants names are assigned in such way. Okay, somni, Withania somnifera. Somnitol. Okay, all means alcohol. That's it. Okay, yes, somnitol is the right answer. Next question. Listed below are the chemical tests used to identify the some groups of phytoconstants and identify the test for the detection of pure alkaloids. What is the example of pure alkaloids? Okay, what is the example of pure alkaloids? Nothing but they are, okay, pure alkaloids example are, right, caffeine, coca, okay, right, tea, coffee, coca, okay, theobroma coca, these are the things. So obviously cola plant, okay, so obviously it is for the pure alkaloids for the test is Murex test. Killarine is for the glycosides, especially cardiac glycoside. Shinoda test is for which one? Shinoda test is for flavonoids. Vitalmorin test is for which one? Comment down. That is for which one? That is for the, okay, undoubtedly tropane alkaloids. Next question, a glycoalkaloids. Okay, what do you mean by glycoalkaloids? Contains sulfur in addition to the nitrogen in its molecule. Is glycosidic nature, can be hydrolyzed into an alkaloid and always contain endocyclic nitrogen in the molecule. Yes, according to that, which of the following options are true? Okay, yes, glyco means yes, it is glycosidic in nature. Okay, and when it is hydrolyzed, it can be converted into alkaloid. That's what it is known as. Okay, it is a glycoalkaloid. So that option Q and S is correct. Okay, yes. Clear? Yes. Always contain endocyclic nitrogen in its molecule. Okay, yes, sorry. Q and S are correct. And also, okay, if we have the three options, so that it will be good. It is a glycosidic in nature and always contains endocyclic nitrogen in its molecule. That's why it is known as glycoalkaloid. Okay, so that option Q and S is correct. Next, phenylethyl isoquinoline is a precursor for which of the following alkaloid? Colchicine, papaverine, emitin, cephalin. Okay, what's the right answer? It is GPAT 2011 question. Okay, yes. So phenylethyl isoquinoline is colchicine. Okay, colchicine. Ipecac, colchicine, and opium. Ipecac, colchicum. Okay, opium. So ISO stands for iso. Okay, isoquinoline. I for, okay, Ipecac. Okay, again in that instead of S we can use C for colchicum and O for opium. Ico. Okay, Ipecac, colchicum and opium. So try to remember isoquinoline alkaloids. Yes. Next question. Which of the following ergot alkaloid is water soluble? Shows blue fluorescence. Again, see, question was repeating in year by year. Okay, obviously we know the right answer. It is ergometrin. Yes. Next question. Next. The chemical behavior of morphine alkaloid is either they are acidic or basic or neutral or amphoteric. Okay. So they are GPAT 2010 question. They are basic. See, alkaloids, mostly 99% of alkaloids are they are basic in nature. That's why it is alkaloid. Alkali means base, so basic in nature. 40th question. Choose the right combination with respect to chemical constant, their biological use, and the chemical constant. Sorry, the chemical classification. Okay, choose the right combination. Quinine, anti-malarial and isoquinoline. Reserpine, antihypertensive and indole. Okay, and yes, quantitative microscopy, stomatal number and mir. Palmitic acid, salicylic acid, and fatty acids. No, okay, only one right option. Reserpine. Its biological action is antihypertensive and it's a indole alkaloid. Yes. Next, alkaloids are not precipitated by which of the following tests? Mayer's, Dragendorf, picric acid, and Millen's test. Millen's test is for which one? You can eliminate three odd options, thereby you can get the right option. Okay, Millen's test is for the carbohydrates, but it's not for the alkaloids. Yes, Mayer's, Dragendorf, picric acid test. These are all. Picric acid means Haggis test. Okay, yes. Next, tropane alkaloids are not present in which of the following? Okay, yes, Datorosammonium, erythroxylin coca, Duboisia, and Lobelia. You can eliminate two options from this. Okay, two options from this, and tell me the right option. Okay, 2010 question. The right option will be, okay, Lobelia inflata. Yeah, and yes, erythroxylin coca belongs to pure alkaloid. Okay, and yes, Duboisia and Datura belongs to tropane. Okay, but Lobelia is not belongs to tropane alkaloid. Different species of epidrop can be identified by observing the nature of inner surface, outer surface, and trichomes and scaly leaves. Clear? Thus, see, we can eliminate one wrong option from here. Okay, so what is that? Comment down the wrong option. Okay, and yes, outer surface. Okay, this we can eliminate two things. Firstly, epidra is a root. We know that epidra is a root. So does it contain trichomes? Does it contain scaly leaves? No, epidra is a root. So that we should confirm it by, okay, different species can be confirmed by looking at their outer surface. Okay, that's why elimination method. If you eliminate two wrong options, you know that you will feel that instantly these options are odd. Okay, yes. Genetically modified species of papaver, namely Papaver brassicatum, okay, Papaverum bracticum, and Papaverum orientale, contains the predominant alkaloid morphine, codeine, okay, thebine and narcotin. See, genetically modified species of this Papaverum, okay, so contains which of the following predominant alkaloid? This question is from 2009. What is the right answer? Yes. So let me tell you, the right answer will be thebine. Okay, thebine is a genetically modified alkaloid from the Papaver somniferum or from the opium. Okay, yes. Next, Chinese tree Campotica ecuminate is useful in the cancer chemotherapy, and the campothecin present in the plant and useful in the treating ovarian cancer is which of the following is a commercial form or commercial source of the Campotica used in the treatment of chemotherapy, cancer chemotherapy. It is known as a happy tree or cancer tree. Okay, yes, which one? So you can eliminate again. Okay, you can eliminate from two. Here itself, we can eliminate two wrong options. That's what I said. Two odd options, you can find it. Vincristine, yes, it is from the not from the Campotica. Okay, Paclitaxel is from the Taxol. You can eliminate these two options, and yes, from these two above A and D, tell me the right answer. Okay, it is from the Topoticon. It is from the Topoticon. Clear? Topoticon. Yes, Topoticon. Okay, Tica Campotica. Tica Campotica. Okay, Topotica Campotica. That's how. Okay, yes. Next question. Two tests for epidrin are. Okay, which of the following are the two tests for the epidrin identification? It is GATE 2008 question. Okay, a solution dilute in dilute HCl treated with copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide gives a violet color. An alcohol solution gives a red color with FeCl3, and shaking with solvent ether and organic layer shows a purple color. And solution of vanillin gives a violet red color. What is the right answer here? Epidrin identification test. Yes, I hope they are P and R exactly. Okay, solution of HCl treated with copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide gives violet color, and upon shaking with solvent ether, the organic layer shows the purple color. Okay, try to remember two colors. Violet and purple colors are the sign for indication of epidrin. Okay, yes. Next. Okay, next coming to the 47th question, that is, one of the following is not an alkaloid. One of the following is not an alkaloid. Yes, if you watched our previous videos, I have made a special video on how to remember and how to identify which one is alkaloid and which one is glycoside and which one is a which type of secondary metabolite. For that, I gave you a hint that, right, prefix and suffix, right? Prefix and suffix. Prefix and suffix. In the plant names, prefix will denotes from where or from which plant it is going to be obtained. Like, let me tell you, okay, Rhiserpine, right? Rhiserpine, right? So Rhiserpine, okay, Rhiserpine is nothing but a prefix which denotes it is obtained from the Rauwolfia serpentina. Rauwolfia, okay, serpentina. So serpentine, Rhiserpine, okay, and INE stand for I and E stand for it is an alkaloid. Clear? So now they are asking that now from this decode, from this short code, I hope you understood, right? Okay, yes, for everything you can see here, tuberculorein, Hollerine, clear, and colchicine. Okay, INE stand for, right? INE stand for, okay, INE stand for alkaloid, but whereas you can see ENE stand for that is terpene. Now the question is, one of the following is not an alkaloid. Yes, so that simply look at this. Alkaloids will end with INE, but whereas rest of all secondary metabolites they may end up with, right, if the glycoside they ends with, right, side, okay, senoside, okay, they may ends with zenin, right, diazenin, epismillazenin. So like how you remember, okay, if it is a volatile oil, okay, it is a volatile oil, ol, okay, it is volatile oil, ol, clear? Clear? And if it is a tannin, yes, they are obtained like IN, tannin, okay, nin. So that's how we can easily remember and identify which is alkaline and which is a glycoside and which type of secondary metabolic. Clear? And now what is the right answer here? Undoubtedly, okay, phylandrine. So it is a, okay, it is a terpene. It's a terpene. Clear? One of the following is not alkaloid. Yes, this is not an alkaloid. So that is the right answer. That's how you need to crack the question. Yes, next question. This quinine alkaloid has, yes, quinine alkaloid has a which chemical nucleus? First one, the bis-benzyl tetrahydroisoquinol ring, just quinolin ring, phenanthan ring, and pyrimidine ring. Yes, you can eliminate this one. Phenanthan ring is for especially they are for the opium alkaloids, right? And yes, even though that is for especially for opium, but they are asking for quinine alkaloid. What is the right answer? Okay, have you properly observed the structure of quinine? Yes, so the right answer will be, okay, first one, that is bis-benzyl tetrahydroisoquinolin ring, tetraisoquinol ring. So this will be the right answer for this question, quinine. Okay, yes, please go and refer our modules in that we have clearly mentioned, right? So that, yes. Next, The alkaloid concentration in coca leaves varies from, yes, in the most of the, okay, purine alkaloids. Purine alkaloids like caffeine, right? Caffeine. This caffeine is obtained from the, right? Purine alkaloid, the caffeine is obtained from the, what are the sources, right? Tea leaves, okay, coffee beans, okay, and coca seeds and the cola seeds, cola plant, right? Clear? And yes, but higher concentration of the cocaine, higher concentration of the, okay, cocaine, that alkaloid is cocaine in from the coca. What is the concentration and how much it varies? Okay, GATE 2007 question, right? What is the right answer? 0.7 to 1.5 percentage. 0.7 to 1.5 percentage will be obtained from the coca leaves, okay, coca seeds. So that is the right answer. Now moving to the 50th question. Okay, cocaine, the alkaloid derived from the coca leaves, acts by, what is the function of cocaine? Yes, every secondary metabolites, they have their own function. Now they're asking for cocaine function. They increase the noradrenaline synthesis. Okay, they inhibit the monoamine oxidase, and yes, they inhibit the catechol O methyltransferase, and yes, inhibiting the noradrenaline reuptake. So what is the function of cocaine? Okay, what is the function of cocaine? So yes, when you take a coffee or tea or maybe, right, this cocaine, most of the people, most of the, right, the things they, most of the persons who take this cocaine, what type of symptoms they used to get, and for that, what is the reason behind it? Okay, yes. So when they take the cocaine, take the cocaine, so noradrenaline inhibits the noradrenaline reuptake. Okay, so simply they stop the sympathetic system. Clear? So thereby what will happen? Thereby increase heart rate, right? Increase heart rate, sweating, all these things going to happen. So the cocaine will act by inhibiting the noradrenaline reuptake. Okay, so they inhibit the reuptake of noradrenaline. Thereby, okay, sympathetic system is going to be, okay, shut down, and yes, thereby it leads to increased heart rate. Okay, fine. So try to remember cocaine will act by that system, and this question is from the GATE 2007. Next. Yes, so there are set of drugs which are given in the group 1 and group 2, okay, and yes, so here we have mentioned the crude drugs, and in that group 2 they have given the chemical nature of the, which is chemical classification of the crude drug. Now find the matching, okay, find the matching. Yes, option Ergot, Jaborandi, Kuchi, and Pterocarpus. Here they have mentioned, right, yes, imidazole, steroidal alkaloids, and indole alkaloids, and condensed tannins. Just if you find at least two right answers, thereby you will get the right option. From these two given options, if you got the two right answers, thereby you get the right answer. Okay, right option from here. What is the right answer here? Yes, undoubtedly, if you at least find one option, if you at least find the one right option, yes, already we have given, right, for ergot, right, indole alkaloids. For indole alkaloids, we have given a shortcut, right, in India, what is the top, okay, NIPER, what is the top pharma education institute? That is NIPER, right? And for naxolmica, I for vinca, P for phytosigma, E for ergot, right? You can see the ergot here. Okay, E for ergot here, right? Clear? And yes, with that you can simply confirm the right option. And also, yes, sometimes the rest of the options also may be similar. Okay, they have repeated. Okay, clear? That's why here again you need to check for the Jaborandi. Jaborandi is for the, okay, imidazole alkaloid. Okay, and the Kuchi bark. Okay, Kuchi bark is for the steroidal compound. Kuchi bark is a steroidal compound. And lastly, okay, and yes, pterocarp is a condensed tannins. Pterocarp is a condensed tannins. Yes, you need to cross check the options that they are given in the question. Okay, yes, next question. Okay, while perform the chemo microscopy of a drug, lignified trichomes are observed. Probably the drug is, yes. If you see a lignified trichome, whenever I say, okay, lignified trichomes, undoubtedly, okay, if you see lignified trichomes, okay, lignified trichomes, you can directly and blindly you can go for it. That is undoubtedly Naxomica. Okay, Naxomica is known as, okay, a dog poison. Okay, it's known as a dog poison, right? And it's a Naxomica seed. It is known as a dog poison. Clear? And yes, so lignified trichomes, whenever you see an option called lignified trichomes, the option is Naxomica. Naxomica is a right answer. Clear? Only Naxomica's only thing contains this lignified trichomes. You can see if you properly observe the right microscopy of this Naxomica, you can see the lignified trichomes. Okay, lignified trichomes have been seen. They are observed in the, these are the lignified trichomes. Lignin, fully they are packed with the lignin, and they are very lengthy as well. Okay, lignified trichomes. So that is another thing. Okay, so mostly these are the questions they may repeat in your examination. That's why we are discussing, why we have started this session, why we have started this series of PYQ for pharmacognosy, because one reason. Okay, same mostly the question will repeat, or else you'll understand the pattern. See how these questions are changing from 1988 to 2025. So that's why you should be okay carefully watch this video. Okay, yes. Now another question from the 53rd question. Okay, this question from the GATE 2006. The group 1 set of drugs are there, along with that synonyms of the crude drugs. And then next after that, okay, so before that the question is they are asking about direct drugs and their chemical constants, chemical classification. Now indirectly they're asking synonyms, not giving the direct drug names, but they are giving the synonyms, and now they're asking the chemical constants, right? Okay, GSAT bark or Peruvian bark, mahuang, right? Deadly nightshade leaf, and South American arrow poison. It's a very easy, right? Clear? And now they're asking here what type of classification? Clear? And now let me tell you what do you mean by GSAT bark. What do you mean by epidra? Okay, sorry, mahuang means epidra. Deadly nightshade means belladonna. Okay, belladonna. Am I right or not? Deadly nightshade leaf, belladonna. Clear? Yes. So that if you at least if you know one right option, with that you can at least you can go very near to the answer. Like see, deadly nightshade leaf. We know deadly nightshade leaf is belladonna. Belladonna is a belongs to family Tropane, right? Three means okay, total Q. So we have two options here. Okay, now eliminate these two options from now. Tell me the right answer from these things. Okay, mahuang and a curir. Okay, mahuang and curir, right? And now we know. Okay, bark. Clear. Find out the hint. Find out the hint. Right, bark. Right, Peruvian bark or Gisar bark is nothing but right. Here we have only one bark family, that is quinolin. Quinolin means cinchona. Right, cinchona. Cinchona. Cinchona contains quinine alkaloids. Quinine means quinolin alkaloids. So obviously, the option will be right. So first option will be okay. First option will be R. So that the right option will be here. We find the two right options. That is, so the right answer will be okay. Right, undoubtedly. Okay, option A. Am I right or not? That's how we need to crack. That's how we need to solve the questions. Okay, is it clear? Yes. Next, moving to the next question. Come on. Presence of one of the following characteristics shows the Rauwolfia serpentina is adulterated with the other species of Rauwolfia. Yes, in Rauwolfia serpentina, there are so many Rauwolfia species. But in order to get that Rauwolfia reserpine, okay, reserpine, clear? And yes, what makes the difference of Rauwolfia serpentina and other Rauwolfia species? Okay, a compound of starch grains and clusters of crystals of calcium oxalate, okay, and lignified sclerides, unlignified pericyclic fibers. So what is the right answer here? Okay, yes. So when you see the microscopy, and TS of the the Rauwolfia serpentina, you can see the lignified sclerides. Okay, other types of Rauwolfia species they won't have this lignified sclerides, but Rauwolfia serpentina is the species can only have this lignified sclerides. Okay, yes. So this question from GPAT, GATE 2005, and next. Okay, as the alkaloid which inhibits the cholinesterase undergoes hydrolysis in solution to give a methyl carbamic acid and iserolin. Okay, try to remember some hints that are given in your examination, right? Iserolin. What is the right answer? The alkaloid which inhibits the cholinesterase enzyme, right? They gave already direct hint they have given. Okay, which means cholinesterase enzyme. Which drugs? Okay, what are the drugs? What is the name of drugs that inhibits the cholinesterase enzyme? We can say anti cholinesterase enzymes, right? Anti-cholinesterase drugs or anti-muscarinic drugs, right? Anti-muscarinic, or we can say anti-spasmodic drugs, right? Clear? And now tell me which of the following drugs have that specific property, and also after the hydrolysis, even though okay it should be an anticholinesterase drug, and also after hydrolysis should give the iserolin and carbamic acid. And what was that? Indirect question they're asking, right? So let me tell you the right answer, right? It is a phytostigmine. Clear? Phytostigmine. Clear? Yes, it can act as okay phytostigmine. Niper, right? Niper is a short code. Clear? Tropane alkaloid. See, let me tell you one beautiful thing. Okay, so yes, tropane alkaloids, right? So this tropane alkaloids in that the tropane alkaloids or they have anti-muscarinic property and also clear tropane alkaloids. Tropane alkaloids, in the tropane alkaloids, see most of the tropane alkaloids they are obtained from the Solanaceae family. Solanaceae family, clear? And these tropane alkaloids have a property called anticholinergic property, anticholinesterase or anti-muscarinic property. That's a common thing you can observe. Okay, in all the tropane alkaloids, they are mostly belong to the a taxonomical feature of Solanaceae. And yes, see these tropane alkaloids have the one common action, that is anticholinesterase property. Yeah, yes. But the thing is, they're asking here, after the hydrolysis, which of the following thing can give you, okay, which of the following thing can give you the carbonic acid and histidine? So 5 to 6 is the right answer. Next, Epidra seneca and Epidra equusenia can be distinguished by type. Okay, so Epidra, in the Epidra we have two species, Epidra seneca and Epidra, okay, equusenia. So, but what makes the difference and how they can be differentiated from each other? Okay, options: branching, stomata, scaly leaves, alkaloids. What's the difference? Okay, yes. So undoubtedly the scaly leaves. Okay, when you see this okay, morphology, when you see the morphology of this Epidra seneca and Epidra equusenia, okay, scaly leaves have been seen. Scaly leaves have been seen in the Epidra seneca. Okay, so that makes a difference. Yes. May these questions repeat. Please carefully listen and do remember these questions and the right options as well. Next question. Econite belongs to the group of following. Yes, steroid alkaloids, terpenoid, indole, and quinoline. We can eliminate. Okay, one option, that is indole, because we know that it is not being, because comes under the indole, because the short trick is 𝑛iper. Okay, yes, indole is not, but what is the right answer? This question is from GATE 2004. Okay, yes, right answer will be, and now it is an terpenoid alkaloid. It is a terpenoid alkaloid. It is a terpenoid alkaloid. We can eliminate this one. We can eliminate these two, indole and quinoline, because quinoline is cinchona, right? And yes, indole is, we know already, in 𝑛iper is short trick. Yeah, and yes, so these are all the two options. From these two options, this will be the right option. That's how we need to eliminate elimination method. Do not invest more than 1.5 minute for a 1.5 minute for a question. Okay, if it is takes more than 1.5 minute or 2 minutes, just go to the next question. Clear? Yes. Do not waste more time on any question, not even pharmacognosy, but any other subject also. Okay. Yes, meconic acid is a chemical marker of the genus. Yes, meconic acid has been seen in which one already have discussed. Meconic acid, okay. M for M, right? M, clear? These are the three M's from 1O, okay? From 1O, these are the three M's we are going to get, right? What is the right answer? Okay, O for opium, M for morphine, right? M for morphine, and M for meconic acid, okay? And M for Marcus test. Okay, same with 1M you can remember everything. Okay, morphine is a chemical constant of opium. This morphine contains organic salts of mecanoic acid, and this morphine can be identified by a test called Marcus test. Clear? But the morphine or the mecanoic acid is a chemical marker of which one? Opium source. What is the source of opium? Papaver somniferum. Papaver somniferum, right? Papaver somniferum. See, you may get confused with this piper and papaver. Piper is for pepper. Piper nigrum and Piper longum. Long pepper and okay, black pepper. Okay, clear. Piper, pepper. Pronunciation also similar. That's why do not get confused. Okay, Piper, pepper. But papaver is not pronounced as a pepper. Papaver, papaverum, papaverum somniferum. Clear. So, but whereas Piper, pepper. So, papaver somniferum. Clear. Papaver is a family. So that mecanoic acid is seen in morphine. Opium sources, papaver somniferum. That's it. Okay. Next is the diagnostic tests of the microscopically identification of 𝘂𝙬𝙎 bark. Yes. So we have a lot of barks, cinchona, cinnamon, right? 𝘂𝙬𝙎 bark. Okay. And we have two other different barks there. But what is a special unique microscopical feature of 𝘂𝙬𝙎 bark? Okay, do you know that? What is that? Fibers with Y-shaped pits, horse-shaped stone cells, okay, horseshoe-shaped stone cells, steroids containing calcium crystals, and stratified cork. Stratified cork, what is the difference? Okay, undoubtedly. So the right answer will be, it has a horseshoe-shaped stone cells. That, okay, clear? Okay, only thing, okay. So horseshoe-shaped stone cells have been seen in the, okay, Kochi bark. Okay, Kochi bark. Yes. So try to remember only. Okay, Kochi bark contains horseshoe shaped stone cells. Clear? Let me tell you. Uh, Horseshoes contain. Okay, there are. Okay, try to remember. Horseshoes contain K-shaped stone cells. See, the horses having the shoes, in the shoes, okay, they found the stones which are in K-shaped. Clear? Okay, there is a horse. Clear? There is a horse. Okay. Okay, that horse contains shoes. Okay, in that shoes we have a K-shaped stones. Okay, K-shaped stones. Clear? Okay, try to remember like that. Okay, yes. So Kochi bar contains horseshoe shaped stone cells. Yes, next question. Okay, yes. At the present, different species of papaver such as a papaver oriental are being cultivated instead of papaver somniferum because they contain. Okay, yes. See, in generally, we are going to we need to cultivate this one, Papaver somniferum. Okay, okay. But instead of the Papaver somniferum, we are cultivating, not we. Okay, clear. So the narcotic cultivators, the official and legal cultivators, they are cultivating the oriental instead of Papaver somniferum. Okay, you and me are not allowed to cultivate the opium, right? Because if you cultivate, you and me need to go to jail because okay, that is not legal. Okay, that is a, it should be carried out under Narcotic and Psychotropic Substance Act, so that you should remember and you should cover, okay, forensic pharmacy along with this one also. Okay, yes, whenever you have these questions, while, okay, while when you have the relativity connection to any subject, just to revise, thereby you can complete simultaneously other subjects as well. Okay, yes, oriental. So why people are cultivating oriental instead of opium somniferum? Why? Because what is the reason? Yes, because they only contain thebaine. Okay. Okay. Papaver somniferum contain codeine, morphine, but okay, we have other sources. Papaver sources have more than 3 to 5 sources there. But why the people are only cultivating the papaverum oriental? Because thebaine. Okay. Because thebaine. Clear? Oriental contains a tail or T for thebaine. Try to remember. Okay, T for thebaine. Yes. Next question, come on, you're almost there. Good. Group 1, here we have the massive following. Okay, this question is from the 2003 Group 1 and Group 2 questions. Okay, alkaloids. Okay, in this alkaloids and the ring system present in it. Okay, cocaine. Okay, cocaine and papaverin and yes, anabasine and serpine. Tell me what type of ring is present here and tell me the right answer. Okay, at least for these also, if you find at least one right option, thereby you will get a, okay, thereby you will get a direct right answer. Okay, so undoubtedly the right answer will be option C. Why? Because you can see, I'll tell you one right answer. Okay, 2 stand for P, papaverin isoquinoline. Okay, papaverin isoquinoline. Clear? Why? Because you can see iso, okay, in that iso, like that, ICO. Clear? Ipecac, curare and opium. Ipecac, curare and opium. Okay, Ipecac, curare and opium. In that O stand for, okay, in that O stand for opium. Opium contains papaverin. So that papaverin isoquinoline drug. That's how we need to crack. Okay, isoquinoline. In that first 3 alphabets, instead of S, just use, okay, C. ISO. ICO. Okay, I for Ipecac, C for curare, and O for opium. So opium means papaverin. Papaverin belong to isoquinoline. Clear? Yes, so that the rest of the options you can see, 2 means P, 2 for P, okay, and 1 for yes, cocaine, quinine is from the piperidine, and yes, 3 for Q, anabasine, and yes, thereby it goes on. Yes, next. Dragonov reagent does not give a positive test with which of the following? Yes, the Dragonov reagent, Mayer's, Hager's, right? And other tests, they can confirm the presence of the alkaloids. But which of the following alkaloid doesn't respond for the Dragonov? Yes, Dragonov is a basic confirmatory test for the alkaloids, but which of the following is cannot confirm? One option, undoubtedly the right option will be caffeine. Caffeine has a specific test. What is the specific test? Already we have discussed and we have came across, right? M for milk, right? In that milk we are going to add the, okay, caffeine. So that 𝘂𝙧𝘖 test. So that 𝘂𝙧𝘖 test is a test where we can confirm the presence of the caffeine, right? And yes, finally it gives a creamy precipitate. Why? Because M for milk. In that milk we are going to add the caffeine. Same M stand for, okay, milk In that milk only we are going to get the cream. Okay, yes. Next. Rauwolfia serpentina, when can be distinguished from other adulterant substance of Rauwolfia? Okay, say by serpentina by. Okay, GATE 2002 question. Presence of starch grains, presence of calcium esters, presence of trichomes, and presence of sclerides. Presence of sclerides. What are they? What is the right answer? Yes, undoubtedly. Okay, everyone knows already it is in the presence of sclerides. Okay, Rauwolfia serpentina. Okay, Rauwolfia serpentina contains, okay, serpentina contains sclerides. Sclerides. Serpentina, sclerides. Okay, yes, yes, so that's the right answer. Next, moving to that. Okay, reserpine is derived from which of the following amino acid as a precursor? This question from the 2002 question. Okay, squalene, homoserine, tryptophan, and tryptamine and asparagine. Yes, you can eliminate these two options, homoserine and asparagine. Let me know what is the right answer. Okay, yes. So it is obtained from the, okay, tryptophan and tryptamine. Tryptophan and the tryptamine. These are the two important precursors there where the reserpine is obtained. Yes, if you want, okay, that beautifully and easily, okay, easily structurally represented pathways to remember all the amino acids and to easily recollect and to easily revise this, okay, pathways of secondary metabolites, just do go and get the just go and get our JDC modules, okay, especially the Navigator series. They are a simplified version of the Pharma GPAT preparation books. Clear? Yes. From that you can get the simplified pathways in a very easy way and colorful way. Okay, yes. Next. An alkaloid from the Atropa belladonna having the molecule formula that is C17H23O3 and having alpha beta D22 degrees when warmed with the ethanolic alcohol solution is converted into which of the following? Simple, they're asking, right? Okay, so Atropa belladonna, right? Atropa belladonna, okay, clear. Then the having the formula of C17H23 and O3. Simple, they're asking, okay, atropine. Okay, see, finally they're asking when warmed with ethanolic alcohol solution is converted into, okay, that atropine is converted into which one of the following? Yes, so atropine is converted into 𝘂𝙎𝘾𝙄𝙎𝘖, okay, 𝘂𝙎𝘾𝙎𝘖, okay, yes, 𝘂𝙎𝘾𝙎𝘖. Obviously that 𝘂𝙎𝘾𝙎𝘖 is a more active form, clear. And yes, after this, okay, after this racemization process, from the racemization process only we are going to get the remaining secondary metabolites like atropine. Next question, come on. Choose the appropriate description for ergot. Choose the appropriate description for ergot. Okay, what is the appropriate description? Loosely arranged or in a small or more or less agglutinated angular mass. A pseudoparenchyma formed by the interwoven closely appressed compact separate hyphae, and the cristocarps have the fallen out, leaving corresponding oval perforations in ramuli. Colorless septate hyphae update on quarter with the width of the cotton trichome and they become the twisted together. What is the right answer? Okay, what is the appropriate description of ergot? Okay, yes, the appropriate description is pseudoparenchyma. Just to remember, pseudoparenchyma. Okay, ergot life cycle. In that ergot life cycle, okay, I hope you understood. I hope you remember, right? So when this, okay, Claviceps purpurea fungus got affected the, okay, plant, okay, rye plant, okay, yes, when it enters deeper to the ovary of the cells, right, it creates, okay, it produces the pseudoparenchyma that will becomes and that will represents in a, okay, brown color, that brown color, yes, and from this brown color only, okay, so we are going to get that ergot alkaloids such as, okay, ergometrin, ergotamine, okay, and yes, ergotin, ergotamine, ergometrin, clear, and also the lysergic acid, okay, lysergic acid also obtained from the ergot itself, clear. So that whenever this Claviceps purpurea fungus got affected the ray plant and it deeper enters into the ovary and it penetrates and it produces the, okay, it produces the pseudoparenchyma. It produces the pseudoparenchyma and that pseudoparenchyma converts into brown color, dark brown color, and yes, and that pseudoparenchyma, from that we are going to get that, okay, sclerites. Yes, sorry, from that only we are going to get that, okay, spores, and from that spores we are going to collect the lysergic acid, okay, and other secondary metabolites. So pseudoparenchyma is a one word you can remember. Next one. In different samples of adulterated Atropa belladonna leaves, following unique characters are noted: match with the adulterant for adulterants. Match with the adulterants. Okay. Endoblast observed. Lamina is denser and a needle-shaped crystals. Anamocytic stomata and palisade ratios 2 to 4. Here they have given the microscopical features. They have given the microscopical features of the the given the Atropa belladonna. Clear? Yes, but they can be they can be adulterated with which of the following? Simple. They have given options, but also they have given the some hints here. Okay, what is the right answer? Solanum nigram, Phytolacca americana, Allianthus glandulus, and Datura stramonium. Yes. Okay. So this one is a direct species, Datura stramonium. No need to discuss about that. But tell me what is the right answer? Yes. So it can be done with it can be done with one idioblastic stomata is observed in the Allianthus glandulosa. Okay, where lamina is denser and needle shape is observed in the Q. Okay, Phytolacca americana. Okay, these two are the adulterants, Phytolacca americana and Allianthus glandulosa. These are the two adulterants. Okay, clear? Yes. See, at least you should know. See, we may not remember sometimes we may not remember, but at that time, what you need to do, you should remember what are the adulterants for Atropa belladonna. So thereby you can find these two options. Okay, at least Atropa belladonna. Try to remember Atropa belladonna and Allianthus glandulosa starts with A and ends with A. Atropa belladonna starts with A and ends with A. Like how Allianthus glandulosa starts with A and ends with A. Try to remember like that. That's the one hint I can give you from my side. Okay, next question. Choose the correct characteristic of the epidermal cells and cuticle of Atropa belladonna leaf. Pitted walls with striated cuticle, wavy walls with striated cuticle, algal cell walls with a smooth cuticle, and striate walls with wavy cuticle. Striate walls with a wavy cuticle. So, what is the special characteristics of the Atropa belladonna? Okay, yes, it is 1919 question, right? Okay, 1999 question. Do not worry. At the time, the examination is conducted in form of gate, so that the question will be more tougher. They are asking more about the microscopy. But do not worry. But just try to have this type of questions. If you practice more harder, so when you appear in the examination, the question will seems like they will be feel like easier questions. Yes. So what is the right answer? So yes, the right answer will be wavy cells with the striated cuticles. Wavy cells with the striated cuticles. Okay. If you practice more harder, exam will become more easier. That's why you should check all the questions, previous questions. Okay. Yes. Next. Now, 69th question. The ring structures present in the alkaloid listed below are given in P2S. So match them with the following. Yes, this question is from the GATE 1999. Codine, ergotamine. Yes. So whenever you have the options, just to look at and just think about the which classification they are, right? Codine. Codine comes from which one, right? Opium. Opium, right? Codine, thebine, noscapine, morphine, right? So these are all different from opium. Opium is belongs to which one? I already given you a hint, right? ISO, Ipecac, Curare, and opium, right? ISO, isoquinoline, right? So that in that opium is opium. Opium chemical consists thebine and codeine. So codeine so means first option. Okay, codeine is from the which one? Isoquinoline, right? And ergot is from the indole alkaloid, right? Niper, Naxomica, Vinca, Phytosigma, ergot, and reserpine, Rauwolfia. So ergot mine is from the indole alkaloid. So the right answer will be undoubtedly yes, 1S and 2Q, option E. Okay, so that's how we need to solve. Next question. Okay, come on, almost there. The opium alkaloids in papaver somniferum is present as one of the following. Identify free salts of citric acid, free alkaloid salts of meconic acid, and none of these. Yes, already. Okay, papaver somniferum means opium. Opium means morphine. Morphine means meconic acid. Meconic acid means Mark's test. Okay, yes. So undoubtedly, option means salts of meconic acid. Okay, yes. So that's the right answer. Next, moving to the next question. Which of the following is a true alkaloidal base? Water solubility and organic solvent insolubility, water insolubility and organic solvent insolubility, water solubility and organic solvent solubility, water insolubility and organic solvent solubility. What is the right answer here? Okay. Yes, according to the true alkaloidal bases. True alkaloidal bases they're asking. Okay. Yes. Water insolubility and organic solvent solubility. Yes, bases are only soluble in organic solvents, but whereas salts are soluble. See, don't remember only one thing. Okay? Organic salts are soluble in water. Yes, as we know that salt is soluble in water, but bases are not soluble in water. Bases are soluble in the organic solvents. Try to remember. Okay. Yes. Next question. Following systems are present, the alkaloid listed to match them. Okay, yes, listed P2, yes, and match them. Imidazole and isoquinone again. And the question, right? Imidazole, right? Immediate pill for ophthalmic. What is a pill for ophthalmic, right? Okay, which is an cholinergic drug and and yes, it is a cholinergic drug. Clear? What is a cholinergic drug here? Simple, that is undoubtedly I for imidazole and I for pilocarpine, I for imidazole, P for phytosigma, L for leaves, O for ophthalmic, C for cholinergic drug, and A for atropine agonist, R for 𝘂𝙬𝙎𝘾𝙄𝑖. Yes, do you know how we easily cover the syllabus, how we easily complete the pharmacognosy with respect to drug? See, with this name we can complete the pharmacognosy, right? Do you believe that with the name of the plant drug we can complete the pharmacognosy? Okay, if you say pilocarpus, okay, pilocarpus, okay, with this name of the plant drug we can complete the pharmacognosy. P for pilocarpine, active constant, right? I for it is imidazole ring. L for leaf, yes, it is obtained from the leaf. O for its ophthalmic preparation. C for cholinergic drug. A for atropine agonist, and R for 𝘂𝙬𝙎 family. Yes, with this you can complete the pharmacognosy. So that obviously I for imidazole, so that pilocarpine, okay, is for imidazole, right? Yeah, and yes, isoquinone, opium from the opium only we are going to get the papaverine, thepaine, codeine, nos, caffeine, okay, and morphine. So right answer is, okay, yes, undoubtedly right answer will be 1S and 2R, 1S and 2R. Clear? Imidazole is for the pilocarpine, isoquinone for the papaverine. Yes. Next, hyoscine alkaloid obtained from the Atropa belladonna, that is readily racemized into atropine with ethanolic alkali. Atropine, okay, and hyoscine readily disintegrates into atropine with acid solution, and atropine is a levohyoscine. Readily rearranges into atropine with the acid solution. Atropine is a, okay, dextrohyoscine. Readily racemizes into atropine with the ethanolic alkali. What is the right answer? Okay, hyoscine alkaloid obtained from the Atropa belladonna. Yes, hyoscine, from the hyoscine only we are going to get the, okay, from L-hyoscine, we are going to get the atropine by the process of racemization. Try to remember, no atropine is directly available in any plant or any leaf. It can be available as a L-hyoscine, but after a process called racemization, it can be converted into atropine. Okay. Yes. So now tell me the right answer. It racemizes into atropine with ethanolic alcohol. Atropine is, okay, it is hyoscine. Okay. Yes. Next. One of the following general categories is not true for alkaloids. It is not true for the alkaloids. Okay. Nitrogen in the heterocyclic nucleus. Good solubility in organic solvents. pK less than 7. And yes, exhibit the optical activity. Exhibit the optical activity. Clear? So what is the right answer? Which of the following is not true? They're asking not true. Yes, they can nitrogen in the heterocyclic nucleus is true. Good solubility in almost it's true, and yes, they exhibit the optical rotation, but pK less than 7 is not a true statement, because more the pK, more the basicity. So lesser the pK, more acidic. But according to alkaloids means they are basic compounds. Okay, yes, so that's the right answer. Undoubtedly, pK less than 7 is not a true statement for the alkaloids. Next one. Ergot is the sclerotium of, yes, ergot is the one. Ergot is a one alkaloid which is obtained by the causative organism called fungus, that is, okay, which one? Which fungus? I gave you a hint here. Okay, which one? Clavius purpurea. Yes, when the, okay, when the ray plant, when it is got affected by the Clavius purpurea, clear? When it is got affected by the Clavius purpurea, okay, and yes, so when it got affected, and it creates a special structure called dried sclerotium. From this dried, right, that one already we have discussed in this particular session only. We have, in the previous question we have discussed pseudoparenchyma. That pseudoparenchyma leads to the formation of sclerotium, diasclerotium, that is a black or brown color, and from this only we are going to get the ergot alkaloids. Okay, so it's obtained from the Clavius purpurea, Clavicipitaceae family. Okay, the right answer will be fungus Clavius purpurea. Next, cocaine is a monoacid tertiary base which on treatment with hot dilute acids gives. Okay, yes, cocaine, it is a monotertiary base, upon treatment with dilute acids gives 𝑒cogonine, methyl alcohol and absorbic acid, and 𝑒cogonine, methyl alcohol and cinnamic acid, 𝑒cogonine, methyl alcohol and benzoic acid, and 𝑒cogonine and methyl alcohol and benzoic acid. So what is the right answer? Yes, so here the right answer will be undoubtedly 𝑒cogonine, methyl alcohol and benzoic acid. Okay, clear? Echocyanine and uh, methyl alcohol and benzoic acid. Yes. Try to remember, this question will repeat. Okay. Ehrlich reagent. Okay. Ehrlich reagent. So Ehrlich reagent is for which one, which compound, and which, okay, which alkaloid is going to be discussed. For which alkaloid is going to be used to identify. Okay. Yes, bismuth iodide solution. Okay, p-dimethyl aniline solution alcohol, and p-dimethylamine or benzaldehyde and p-dimethylamine solution in methanol. Please do mention Ehrlich test is for which compound. Okay, do mention. And now tell me, what is the Ehrlich reagent here? Okay, yes. So Ehrlich reagent is nothing but p-dimethylamino benzaldehyde solution. Benzaldehyde solution. Okay, yes. Next. Wing calculators are obtained from which of the following? So directly they're asking the source, Winca source. Okay. So tell me, what is the source here? Catharanthus roseus and contain indole and indole moieties. So obviously directly we can eliminate one option. Rosochromosins is not belong to Winca. Okay. Catharanthus roseus contain indole alkaloids and indole moieties. Catharanthus roseus and contain quinoline and quinodin. No. Only one option, that is directly, as we know that Vinca is an indole alkaloid, and yes, its source is Catharanthus roseus. So both are, we can, we may get confused with these two options, but we can confirm here Vinca is indole, not a quinol alkaloid. Yes. So next, okay, reserpine on hydrolysis gives upon, right, Rauwolfia serpentine, it is known as rheumatism root. Okay, Indian snake root, it's also known as Indian snake root. Okay, Apocynaceae family. It contains a reserpine as an active constant, antihypertensive, and as well as it can be used in the treatment of anti-rheumatism. And now, upon hydrolysis of this reserpine gives what? See, every alkaloid upon hydrolysis gives their corresponding acid. Meconic, morphine, meconic acid, reserpine, reserpic acid. Okay, atropine, tropic acid. So that's a very easy to remember. Like how, see, the names, within their names we have the hints. You need to identify. Okay, clear? Yes, reserpic acid and methyl alcohol, trimethoxycinnamic acid. Reserpic acid, acetic acid plus trimethoxybenzoyl, reserpic acid, methyl alcohol and trimethoxybenzoic acid, and reserpic acid, methyl alcohol and trimethoxycinnamaldehyde. What's the right answer? Please do comment down, and do not forget the right answer will be, okay, RMT. Okay, RMT, that is nothing but reserpic acid, methyl alcohol, and trimethoxybenzoic acid. Next, powder ergot when treated with sodium hydroxide solution develops. Okay, the powder ergot upon with our sodium hydroxide solution develops strong order of ammonia, strong order of trimethylamine, strong order of indole, and strong order of urea. So what was the right answer? Just do comment the right answer if you know. Okay, and yes, it produces a strong order of trimethylamine. Clear? Yes, 3-methyl groups. Okay, so that's it. Strong order of trimethylamine is going to be produced by the powder ergot when it's treated with a sodium hydroxide solution. Yes, next, glandular hair growing have a unicellular or occasionally and short uniseriate pedicle with a unicellular or bicellular terminal gland is characteristics of which are the following. Simple. The first of all, what is the plant? What is the leaves contain glandular trichomes, and what are the leaf contain unicellular or, okay, occasionally short uniseriate pedicle. Special. See, very rare. Okay, now microscopical based questions are very rare. Okay, but if chance, try to remember. Okay, few structures like T-shaped trichomes, glandular trichomes, okay, and especially T-shaped trichomes and okay, lignified trichomes, okay, circular stomata, sunken stomata, okay, so special structures, right? Remember these, okay, and also for a few leaves like distalis, senna, vasaka, for a few drugs you should remember the microscopy, clear? But these are the previous year questions just to understand. Okay, yes. So what is the right answer here? The right answer is Datura stamonia leaves has a grander hair. Yes. Okay. And yes, so these are the leaves that now also they are repeating. Along with that, one drug you can add Vasaka. Ritsalis, Datura, Belladonna, and Senna. Okay, and Vasaka. Try to remember and cover these leaves, cover these microscopy of these leaves. Okay, so that mostly you will get the question from these leaves only, from this particular, okay, microscopy only. Next. Alkaloids and Cinchona bark are detected by what is a Okay, cinchona bark. Okay, I'll give you a hint here. Okay, you can eliminate directly two options here. Okay, so this is a Lieberman-Butcher test and also iodine is because iodine for the it is for the Lieberman-Butcher and yes, iodine. So it is for steroids. Okay, steroidal glycogen, steroidal nucleus to confirm, and this iodine is for the carbohydrates. Yes, now tell me from these two options, what is the right option? Elimination. Whenever you see four options, try to eliminate the wrong options that you directly detect or directly you'll confirm. Okay, so that what is the two right options from these two? From that, I'll give you one hint. Okay, cinchona is a which alkaloid? It is a quinine alkaloid, right? It is a quinine. It is quinol alkaloids, but it contains quinine, right? So 𝘖𝙧𝙀, okay, quinine, queen. So that 𝘖𝙧𝙀 emerald green color is going to produce. Okay, yes. So right answer will be 𝘖𝙧𝙀. Next, atropine or hydrolysis with the barium hydroxide gives atropine. Upon barium hydroxide gives propanol, tropic acid, scopine, tropic acid, ecognyne, benzoic acid, benzyl ecognyne, and methanol. What is your right answer? What is your call? Please do mention in comment box. Okay, we will check the right answer. Next, yes, propanol and tropic acid. Propanol and tropic acid. Yes. Next, come on, we're almost there. Four more questions. Stratified cork and fork are the characteristic diagnostic features of stratified cork. So now indirectly they're asking about the family. Indirectly they're asking about the family. Already we have came across this question, right? Okay, family Apocynaceae. What is the stratified cork where we have seen? Rauwolfia. Rauwolfia is a root area. It contains stratified cork is only seen in Rauwolfia. But indirectly now they are asking the families. Clear? They're asking the families. Okay, Rauwolfia families, Apocynaceae. Based in Rauwolfia only we are going to get the stratified cork. That's it. That's how the indirect question will be. This question from 1989. Next, again, same question from the 1989. Clavus purpura yields after infecting ovaries of gramineous plants. Okay, so we know ergot from ergot. Okay, that ergot alkaloids are obtained by the or caused by the Clavus purpura. And now the question is, by the Clavus purpura, the gramineous plants yields after infected by the Clavus purpura. What are the end products that we are going to get? Distoxin? No, not at all. You can eliminate two options here. Okay, distoxin because it is alkaloid. It is not alkaloid. It is a glycoside. Reserpine, it is an indole alkaloid. But now ergot is also indole alkaloid. But reserpine is from Rauwolfia. Now tell me from these two options. Okay, so elimination method. Okay, obviously as I already discussed. Okay, lysergic acid derivatives are obtained from the Clavus purpura, that is from the ergot alkaloids. Okay, yes. Very important. And next, idoblast of crystal layer of calcium crystals is a diagnostic feature of idoblastic stomata. This is also one common question and one important thing. Okay, that you need to remember. Okay, yes, 𝙂𝙧𝙎 niger, dirty nightshade leaf, cinchona bark, and senna leaf. Okay, it is from belladonna, 𝙂𝙧𝙎 leaf, cinchona, and senna bark. What is the right answer? Please do comment. Okay, yes. So right answer will be belladonna. Idoblastic stomata is seen in belladonna. Next question. Morphine is present in, yes, which of the following contains morphine? Okay, last second question with another one question we will complete this. Okay, alkaloidal previous year questions. Okay, yes, Atropa belladonna, Papaver somniferum, and yes, Ricinus communis and Solanum nigrum. Okay, Ricinus communis for the castor oil, castor, Solanum nigrum. Okay, and clear, Papaver somniferum, Atropa belladonna. Morphine is obtained from morphine, codeine, thymine, noscapine, papaverin, codeine. Okay, these are obtained from one source, that is opium, undoubtedly from Papaver somniferum. Just try to recollect. Lastly, Wagner's test is to detect the presence of which of the following 1988 question. From steroids, alkaloids, glycogen terpene, Wagner's, Hager's, Mayer's, okay, and whatnot, Dragon Drove. Tell me and do comment the right answer for this question. Okay, back to back we have completed. Okay, non-stop 88 questions of pharmacognosy, especially from the alkaloids questions we have completed. And yes, this is for the questions, previous year questions and their explanation. And yes, this is a way how to solve the question, how to crack and how to understand the question regarding the alkaloids, right? For more such type of previous year questions and for more important updates and for more videos, just to follow GDC. And yes, success will automatically comes to you. Okay, thank you. We'll see in the next video for the another previous year questions from glycosides. Until then, have a great day. Jai Hind.